is the way of thinking much more than it is a body of knowledge. I, Sara Kaleem, on behalf of our school, welcome you all to the Science India Forum 2018. The dignitaries of the day are here and we can witness them receiving the badges of honor from the Scouts and Guides. The school band is all set to welcome the guests. We can now see the guests moving forward with the rhythm of the band, escorted by the SIF members and receiving the guard of honor by the guides who are standing on either side to welcome them. We feel blessed to have amidst us the chief guests, Dr. Eesa Mohammed Bastaki, President, University of Dubai, Dr. Raghda, Health Advocate, Ministry of Health, Mr. Biju Mullassery, National President, SIF KSA, and Dr. Rahmathullah, Principal Al Yasmin International School, Riyadh, and all the members of the SIF team. I once more extend a hearty welcome to the distinguished guests, teachers, and other invitees present here. Science India Forum, Science for Humanity, is a voluntary, non-profit organization formed by professionals in the field of education, science and technology, business and philanthropy to instill science among students. It is supported by the Government of India and was founded in 1982 by a group of eminent scientists from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. SIF functions in association with National Science Movement and is supported by the Ministry of Human Resource Development and Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Let us begin the celebration with the recitation of the Holy Quran and its translation. For this, I request Al-Alisha and Raina to come forward.
Fold your hands and bow your heads for the Arabic prayer. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Blessed be He in whose hands is dominion, and He over all things has power. He who created death and life, that He may try which of you is best indeed. And He is the exalted in might of forgiving. He who created the 7 heavens, one above another, no one of proportion, will thou see in the creation of the most gracious. So turn the vision again, see though any flow. Again turn the vision a second time. The vision will come back to the dull and discomfited in a state worn out. And we have adorned the lowest heaven with lamps, and we have made such as missiles to drive away shaitans, and have prepared for them the chastisement of the blazing fire. Chapter number 67, verses 1 to 5.
Life is full of struggles. As Rabindranath Tagore says, let your life lightly dance on the edge of time like dew on the tip of a leaf. Now put your hands together as we have on stage Nandini, Avantika, Niranjana and Anaka from the SIF team for the welcome dance.
ஜேம் ஜேம் தனனத குந்தரி கிட்டதக குக்குந்தரி ஜேம் ஜேம் தனனத ஜேம் ஜேம் தனனத குந்தரி கிட்டதக குக்குந்தரி ஜேம் ஜேம் தனனத ஜேம் ஜேம் தனனத குந்தரி கிட்டதக குக்குந்தரி ஜேம் ஜேம் தனனத ஜேம் ஜேம் தனனத குந்தரி கிட்டதக குக்குந்தரி ಶಶಸಗ ಗಂ ಗಣಪತಿಗೆ ವೈ ಪ್ರಣತುಲು ಆದ್ಯಂತರ ಗೀತ ಯರಲವ ಶಶಸಗ ಗಂ ಗಣಪತಿಗೆ ವೈ ಪ್ರಣತುಲು ವಿಘ್ನ ಭಕ್ತ ನಿಮಗ್ನ ವರಸತ್ ಗುಣ ಗಂ ಗಣಪತಿಗೆ ವೈ ನೋಡ್ಪುಲು ವಿಘ್ನ ಭಕ್ತ ನಿಮಗ್ನ ವರಸತ್ ಗುಣ ಗಂ ಗಣಪತಿಗೆ ವೈ ನೋಡ್ಪುಲು गणपति की वै मोटुलु गम गणपति की वै प्रणतुलु गम गणपति की वै मोटुलु.
Thank you, friends. It was indeed a marvelous performance. Over to Raina.
It's a great day, one which we have been planning and waiting for. I request Mrs. Padmini U. Nair National Secretary for Examinations Control, SIF KSA, to come forward for the welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome. A warm welcome to this august gathering. I, Mrs. Padmini Nair, General Secretary, Examination Control, am here entrusted with the responsibility of welcoming you on behalf of Science India Forum, Riyadh. And that is for this prestigious award-winning ceremony. SIF is here with a vision, and that is to inculcate scientific temperament into the budding, intelligent students who have to avail this facility. Let me, without using up much of our time, for formally welcoming the galaxy of stars, renowned personalities to this award function. Let us begin with our chief guest. This illustrious personality is none other than Dr. Eesa Mohammed Bastaki, President, University of Dubai. Mrs. Biju will welcome him and usher him to the dais. A brief profile of Dr. Eesa Mohammed Bastaki, PhD in and is the President of the University of Dubai. Members of University of Dubai have Dr. Bastaki in this leadership role for the university, which was founded in 1997 by the Dubai Chamber. Dr. Bastaki is the recipient of the highest award in the UAE, the Emirates Excellence Award in Science, Literature and Arts. In the field of science, Dr. Bastaki's extensive experience in education, leadership, technology and communication has provided a major asset in the leading university into its next progressive phase, which includes the building of a new campus and an addition of several programs such as Master of Laws degree, doctorate degree in business administration. Most recently, Dr. Bastaki worked as a professor at United Arab Emirates University, specializing in communication engineering. He has also recently held the position of CEO of the ICT Fund, Director of Education, Training and Research and Development of Dubai Silicon Oasis, Consultant of IT Project Manager of Al Ani Municipality, and Chairman Partner of Barajil Engineering Consultants. He is one of the founders of the DSO and the RIT Dubai. He is a member of 7 academic boards, Honorary Chair of IEEE, Chairman of Emirates Science Club, Board Member of Cultural and Scientific Association, Board Member of KHDAs, Board Member of Anakbat, and many more. If I have to keep reading out his profile, I think we will have a long thing to say. But what I want to tell you basically is this personality has been with us from the inception in UAE. It's for the past 10 years that he has supported us and unflinchingly supporting us in all our endeavors. So thank you a lot for being with us. Next is none other than the host school principal, Dr. Rahmathullah. The host school is blessed with a principal, Dr. Rahmathullah, who's bestowed with the envious traits of unswerving loyalty, titanic effort, boundless energy, and unremitting spirit to make every project a success. Swapna Jayakrishnan will do the honors of welcoming Dr. Rahmathullah onto stage. Next we have Dr. Raghda Al-Farhan. She is a BSc, MSc Neurophysiology Fellow, PhD candidate in Health Service in King's University, UK, working as health advocate in Ministry of Health, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And Anugraha will be doing the honors of welcoming her onto stage. Dr. Raghda, another word for her, has been with us in our community, helping us with her knowledge. Thank you, Dr. Raghda. Next we have is Mr. Ibrahim Subhan. Whatever said about Ibrahim Subhan is very less. In fact, the Indian expatriate community, he is one person who has selflessly entered into the society and tried to help each and every person with his noble gesture. Sir, Jyoti will be honoring Ibrahim Subhan. He is a perfect personality with a perfect blend of gentleness in his nature. Next we have our National President, Mr. Biju Mullassery. He's a dynamic president and we are all happy that we have him with us. And Anugraha will be welcoming on to stage. We have with us Abgaji, who is the Middle East coordinator. We would very much request him to be on to stage. I mean, he's a very noble personality and he prefers being at the back. Today what we are in SIF is all because of Mr. Abgaji, because he has been selflessly rendering his service throughout the Gulf region. Thank you, Abgaji. So we have done with the formalities of the welcome address. Thank you. Thank you, parents, for being so cooperative. And once again, congratulations to all the winners. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. With great pleasure, let me invite Mr. Biju Mullassery, National President, SIF KSA, for the presidential address. Please, sir.
A warm good afternoon to everyone. Respected chief guest of today's function, Dr. Eesa, Mohammed, Bastaki, University of Dubai. Dr. Raghda, Farhan, Health Advocate, Ministry of Health, Saudi Arabia. Principals of Yasmin International School, Dr. Rahmathullah. Mrs. Asma Shah, Principal International School, Girls Section. Mr. Ibrahim Subhan, International Energy Forum here. Mr. M. Mohammed Hanif, Principal Modern International School. Mrs. Meera Rahman, Vice Principal International Indian School, Boys. Shastra Pratibhas, toppers, science coordinators, parents, special invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to propose the presidential address on this occasion. So what a beautiful day it is. Really, it's a proud moment for Science India Forum KSA. So this is our second Shastra Pratibha Award function and Science Gala in KSA. Last year, we have conducted our function in Dammam. And even yesterday, we had a function at Dunes International School, Dammam, for the Eastern Province Shastra Pratibha Award ceremony. So you might be knowing that what is the functions of SIF, and anyway I will be just quoting some of the main functions of Science India Forum. It's a voluntary non-profit organization formed by professionals in all sections of society in KSA. The form is inspired by the profound thought of the former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for his vision India 2020. The main aim of the Science India Forum is to create a scientific temper among the students and lead them into taking science as a career. SIF is a platform for students to showcase their hidden scientific talents. The main objective of the Science India Forum is to educate and contributions of the India and Middle East countries in the field of science and technology among students and youth. The Shastra Pratibha contest is an inter-school Science Talent Search Contest for the Indian students in the kingdom. The Science India Forum is supported by NCERT and Science and Technology, Government of India. The SIF functions are in association with National Science Movement, which is an NGO popularly known as Vijnan Bharati. The National Science Movement was formed in 1982 by a group of eminent scientists like Dr. KSA-SHASTRA in the premise of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. VIBA promotes the propagate and communicative scientific wisdom of India in all its purity. VIBA helps to conduct the entrepreneurship development program on the theme industries with indigenous technology. Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri awardee Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, and who is known as the father of India's first supercomputer Param, he is currently serving as the president of Vijnan Bharati. Eminent scientists like Dr. Anil Kakotkar and Dr. G. Madhavan Nair and Dr. K. Vasu and even Dr. V.N. Rajshekhar Pillai are some of the patents of the VIBA. And coming to the programs on Science India Forums in UAE, the SIF conduct Shastra Pratibha examinations in all GCC countries like UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Oman, Kuwait and KSA. In 2017, SIF UAE has conducted a mega event in first International Ayush Conference and Exhibition in association with the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India and World Ayurveda. In Qatar, the Science and Innovation Congress was conducted in 2017 in association with Embassy of Qatar. I can proudly say that most of the GCC countries, our patron is the concerned country's ambassador. The National Children's Science Congress was conducted in Kuwait, UAE and Qatar in previous years. The SIF is used to celebrate some of the important national technological days like National Technology Day and National Engineers Day in all GCC countries. Coming to the SIF activities in KSA is concerned, it was established in 2015 with programs like Teachers Empowerment Program and Community Welfare Program. We have 4 chapters is working in KSA, Riyadh, Dammam, Al-Hassa and Abaha. And next year we are planning to be a new chapter in Jeddah too. In an academic year, 2016-17, we have conducted our first SPC examination with a participation of 1,500 students. And the Shastra Pratibhas got an opportunity to visit most of the eminent institutions like ISRO, DRDO, HAL, Robotics Center in Bangalore. And they have got an opportunity to interact with the renowned scientists of India. In 2017-18, the Shastra Pratibha visited the eminent institutions like VSSC and NISC. SIF KSA is publishing a monthly e-magazine named Mars. Future programs of KSA is concerned. So we are planning to conduct our this year to 2018-19 Shastra Pratibha examination in the coming November 29th, followed by R&D visit. SIF KSA is looking forward to conduct Children's Science Congress in association with all Indian management schools in the kingdom. We are also planning to science workshops for students and teachers in collaboration with the faculties like engineering, arts and mathematics. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress. Working together is a success. So that's what we call a teamwork. So it's a teamwork of Science India Forum officials in all 4 chapters in KSA. So in this occasion, I would like to appreciate all the SIF officials for their priceless contribution to make this Shastra Pratibha event as a great success. I congratulate all the winners of the Shastra Pratibha contest and wishing them a fruitful career in the field of science and technology. Special gratitudes to our today's chief guest, Dr. Eesa Mohammed Bastaki, who is a recipient of highest civilian award in UAE, that's Emirates Excellent Award Science in the field of science, literature and arts for his auspicious person. In this function, I again express my real gratitude to you, sir. And I am happy to mention my obligation, our to Middle East Organization Secretary of the SIF, Mr. Akba Ravindranath Babu, for his proper guidance and advice for the SIF KSA. So let me conclude with a quote by our late President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Without your involvement, you cannot success. So with your involvement, you cannot fail. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I feel profusely elated to take the opportunity to invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Eesa Mohammed Bastaki, President, University of Dubai, for the keynote speech. Please, sir.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Mr. Biju, SIF National President in Saudi Arabia Chapter, Dr. Rahmathullah, Principal of Yasmin International School, distinguished organizers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, parents, and my favorite students. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, students. Well, I was thinking, what should I say? What should I talk? I mean, so many things I have. I could stay for hours and to speak what they are in my mind. At the same time, sometimes words don't come out as I wish. So, I would like to talk to the students first. Believe me, one thing you need to know, there's no person in the world that is not intelligent or not smart. Every person in the world is smart or intelligent, but that person, which is you, should discover your capabilities wherever it is, and then you try to nurture it. Nourish it, nurture it, until it becomes something that you would like to be. So you should have some kind of a goal. You have to have a mega goal. You are our future. You are the next generation. You'll build the countries wherever you are. So you should have a goal from now. Set that goal. And then you have to plan for it. Right? If you set a goal, plan for it from now. Not after 10 years, not after you go to university. From now, plan for it. And then execute it. What do you mean execute it? You have to work hard to make it happen. It could happen in 10 years, in 20 years, but it will happen if there is perseverance, if you work hard, and sincerity, all this together, you'll make it happen. You are our future. You have to make it happen. So we depend on the next generation. You are all smart. It doesn't have to be technology. It can be art, literature, art, science, technology, medicine. Whatever it is, business, you have to be good at that thing. And be bold. Be bold to decide what you want to do. Don't get frustrated. Once you go to the real world, you fail. Because that failure is the beginning of a new success. One thing you have to make sure you put into mind is that once Albert Einstein said, don't be a man of success, but be a man of value. What he means is that whatever you do, make sure that you do it for the betterment of humanity. So you have to make sure betterment of humanity. That's the goal. It has also always be there in your heart, and don't leave it at all. But of course, a man of value, a woman of value, a person of value doesn't make you live, right? So that's why Thomas Edison said, if that thing will not sell, I will not invent. I will not invent if that thing doesn't sell. So you put in mind that you work for the benefit of humanity, for the betterment of humanity. At the same time, you need to make money. Otherwise you will suffer of hunger, right? So make sure you put these two together. Now, future of technology is something very bright. Even lots of people, they don't agree with me. But let's go to the history of technology. We need to understand the history, why those disruptions happened, so that we can work now to make those disruptions for future. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell, what did he do? He invented the telephone. That was the beginning of analog communication, or wired analog communication. And then Marconi invented the wireless communication. That is known as wireless analog communication. But you know what? You know that Marconi received the Nobel Prize. Actually, there was one person who was unlucky to be recognized before him. Somebody invented wireless communication before him. He is from India. His name is Sir J.C. Bose. And if you all know about IEEE, Institute of Electronic Engineers, they actually researched it. They proved that J.C. Bose had done earlier, but he was unlucky to be discovered until beginning of 21st century. Then came the discrete communications, which is Nyquist, the sampling theory. And then came the digital communications, which is 1948 by Shannon, the information theory and coding. This was the beginning of digital age. At the same time, transistor was discovered, the digital one, in 1948. Now we are going from this age into age of internet. And before internet, also satellite communications. The first satellite to be launched was by Russia, Sputnik, in 1957. In 1958, optical communication was discovered. All these are leading to 1969, the birth of internet by ARPANET. And then we go into the 90s, where we are the age of information. And the 2000 until 2010, it was the age of knowledge. And 2010 to 2020 is the age of smart technology. And 30 and above is the age of, what is the age of? Is the age of cognitive technology. So technology will be thinking like a human being. And we are now in the fourth industrial revolution. There are three of them, fourth right now. It has some elements. What are the elements of the fourth industrial revolution? Sometimes they call it IR version 4.0, same meaning. It's artificial intelligence, it's cloud computing, it's big data, it's an Internet of Things, it's blockchain, it's nanotechnology, it's biotechnology, and the list goes on. So if you are working for future, make sure that these are part of your plan. You plan to make this happen and work on it. If you don't start it now, somebody else will catch up and win the race. So you want to make sure that you will win the race. You will do it for your country. If you are from India, you do it for India. And from UAE, I do it for UAE. From Saudi Arabia, they do it for Saudi Arabia. We do it for the country, at the end for the betterment of humanity. So this is what you have to look at. What is the future? The jobs will change. There will be the rise of new jobs, the fall of old jobs, the development of new jobs, and somehow the fading of old jobs. All these together will be part of the future. Artificial intelligence, robotics, drones, all these will be the future. And believe me, there will not be any medical doctors. There will be medical engineers. And a doctor should learn engineering to become a medical doctor. That's one of the things I'm trying to say. In one of the books by Ray Kurzweil, Book of Singularity, Ray said that in 2045, the digital technology will be smarter than human technology, or it will at least be equal in 2045. Do you all believe it? Yes or no? Who said no? No. Because our brains always evolve as it goes on. Once it comes to 45, you're already much more smarter than earlier. You know, you kids are smarter than us. You use technology, we don't know how to use it. So every generation comes smarter than the other one. So it will never happen, and we hope it doesn't happen. This is one of the reasons why the United Arab Emirates also worked on the National Innovation Strategy, and they covered 7 sectors. You should look at these 7 sectors carefully. It was transportation, health, all of them, by the way, they are connected to technology now. Education, and I mean quality education. Then, water resources, because water one day will be a big problem. And renewable energy. Then, we have space. Soon, people will conquer space. And the last but not the least is technology as a technology. All of these 7 sectors, their backbone is technology. That means we should focus on technology. And I would like to congratulate United Arab Emirates that they launched Khalifa Sat, the first satellite built by Arab, completely 100% by UN nationals, all of it, and it was launched last week. This is an achievement that we should spread it to these parts of the world that we don't achieve. I know India has achieved a long time ago, but the Arab world, we need to do it to make sure that we can achieve. Since UAE as a small country did it, others can do it. I have to stop because I have also a plane to catch. And anyway, I would really like to say something that have that goal, be bold, plan for it, execute it, think out of the box, be an example, lead as an example, and make sure that you lead and create leaders. So whatever you do, you make sure that somebody comes after you will take over. Once these elements are within you, you will be a true leader wherever you are. Either in a group, in a team, in a society, in a company, whatever, you will be an excellent leader as long as you do these things. So at the end, I would like to thank you for inviting me to be a part of this Science India Forum and congratulate those who won. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. I consider it a great honor to invite Dr. K. Rahmathullah, Principal, Yasmin International School, for the felicitation speech. Please, sir.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Eesa Mohammed Bastaki. Guest of Honor, Mr. Biju Mullassery, President of SIF. Guest of Honor, Dr. Raghda Al-Farhan, Health Advocate MOH. Guest of Honor, Mr. Ibrahim Subhan, International Energy Forum. Chapter Convener, Dr. E.M. Mohammed Hanif, Principal of Modern International School. Principal in charge, Mrs. Ashmacha Shah from IASR. Vice Principal, Mrs. Meera Rahman, International Indian School, Riyadh, Boys Section. Delegates from SIF, Yasminites, young leaders, and the future scientists. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Indeed, this evening has gained a lot of importance with the award ceremony being initiated by Science India Forum. I'm really happy to share that we in Al-Yasmin could provide a platform to award the young scientists of the future generation. We are privileged and honored to have a wonderful speaker right from University of Dubai, and during his speech he has clearly mentioned that the future generation should take up the cause of development. Let me share. Today we had a science expo where most of our participants, almost 100% from Yasmin International School. And the concept here is every child must participate. It is a combination of STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Let me speak the fact. It was from grade 4 to 12. And we requested the students to take it up very positively. And I proudly proclaim that we were very successful in organizing such a science expo. Coming to the accomplishments of the science expo, yes, let me tell you, one of our students could assemble a car which costs only 202 SR. One of my students can assemble a portable air cooler. The cost is only 15 SR. And we, teachers, celebrate the success of the students. Only thing what we need to do is give them enough chance and motivation so that they can excel in future. Today we are here to honor the Shastra Prathibhas of different schools. First of all, let me extend my sincere appreciation to all the teachers who identified these Shastra Prathibhas. Yes, students from International Indian School, Riyadh. They deserve a big round of applause because it is their hard work they have come up. Students from International Indian Public School, Riyadh. Students from Modern International School, Riyadh. Students from Yasmin International School, Riyadh. And of course, Delhi Public School, Riyadh. We can lift our collars and say that, yes, we are right in identifying the future talents. Ignite the mind of the present generation. You can see the spark glowing and enriching the whole world. It is not only from the book to the notebook, but make them realize that they are the best one to transform from the book to the knowledge and something different about that. My dear students, you have been very successful in reaching at this level of getting an award. And hardly I believe they are from grade 8, 9 and 10. And their age is ranking around 10 to 13 years. When you could achieve an award at this stage, I believe with the blessings of Almighty God, you can become a wonderful professional, wonderful scientist, wonderful businessman in future. Only thing, you should go with that self-confidence forever till you reach the goal. My dear students, there is a caution for you. Because today's world is globally competitive. It is not only in your city or in your state or in your country you are going to compete. You are going to compete internationally. For this, you need a lot of self-confidence and knowledge to beat and excel and to become an achiever in this competitive world. We don't want engineers. We want engineering minds. We don't want doctors. We want passionate doctors. We don't want thinkers. We want a person who could do in action. Now, the world requires a lot of knowledge to be dispersed. Otherwise, it will be a threat for the future generation. You can take it up positively, and you have the capacity and capabilities to prove yourself as the best citizen, not only the citizen of your own country, but also as a citizen in this whole world. We call it as global citizen. My dear parents, there is one message for you, and I believe that you can take it up very positively. First of all, let me appreciate the parent community for participating in all such talent search contest. It is not mere participation, it is something you're preparing your child for future competition. I think the parents deserve a big round of applause because you have taken it up in a right sense. Let us not stop here. Let us think further. Are we going to stop with SIF? No. And let me share that there are many more platforms. I'm really thankful to SIF because they have given the first step to keep and proceed. Recently, one of our students could prove himself in Google Science Fair, which happened in US, California. He was one of the participants, and many students participated from the Gulf region as well as from other countries. He had a chance to visit, to speak to Mr. Sundar Pichai, who is the CEO of Google. And when I spoke to the student, he was in grade 12. He was so excited to see that the talents from different corners of the world, they assembled one place and they could learn from each other. That is what is happening in a miniature form here in Yasmin International School. I really appreciate the parents for taking it up very positively. Now, we have to transform ourselves because we believe that whatever the questions printed in the textbooks are more than enough to answer. But as the chief guest of the day said, think out of box. Don't read from the books, but try to write for the books. Don't gain knowledge from the books. Try to impart knowledge for the books. Don't compete for the namesake. Try to get the competition to your platform and see that all the contestants are afraid of you. Be a good speaker, not only to communicate, but to build confidence in the future generation. This is a role to be taken by you and the parents. Of course, you have to transform your mind shift, not by providing books alone, but insist the child to write something what he has learned from the books. At this outset, I would like to appreciate the whole Science India Forum team for making it successful. It was really a great effort taken by each and every member of Science India Forum. They deserve a big round of applause for their efforts, and let this mission keep going. We at Al Yasmin International School, we are always open for any such contests as well as talent search test, and we will be ready to support you in any form. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead and keep rocking. The winners are not only the winners, you are creating more and more excited platforms for the others. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to invite Dr. Raghda Al-Farhan, Health Advocate, Ministry of Health, KSA, for the felicitation speech. Please, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Namaste. Congratulations, first of all, for all students, all the parents, then for the teachers, then for the school principals. Thank you very much for the attendance, for inviting me. I'm very honored. Thank you for all the guests of honor, for all this motivational speech. I thought a lot what to say in this event. We should achievements are very important. Then plan for our next achievement, because it's a process. Throughout my humble experience in life and the journey I took to be where I am at this moment, and believe me, I feel very humble about where I am. And I feel that I need to be more expert, and I don't feel that I'm very knowledgeable, but I can tell you what I did and what brought me to this stage. Simply, throughout my humble experience of life and the journey I took to be where I am at this moment, I have faced many challenges. And the more difficult the road is, the sweetest the taste at the end. First of all, let me tell you about myself. I grew up in Riyadh from a very simple, humble background. And I grew up with 9 sisters and brothers, and I'm a middle child. All of my education in a governmental school. I can't remember that I studied hard during my elementary schools and so on, but one thing my mother taught me is to attend school. And I was attending school every day. And all what I did in my life, that going to school after school after school, and having very simple dreams that I thought at that time they were big dreams. Then all of a sudden, I found myself at one of the prestigious universities in the world, doing a PhD studies in medicine at King's College London. I never dreamt of that. What brought me to that? What was it? Was it luck? No. Was it wealth? No. Was it connection? Of course no. It was the hard work. It was continuous work. It was not giving up. So, I thought a lot of what to tell you. And in a very simple language, if success is a big door, how many keys should success have? 1 key? 2 keys? 3, 4? Maybe hundreds of keys. How can we grab those keys? If success is a big door, I thought that there are many keys, and I could summarize few keys, maybe 11 keys. Let me simply tell you those keys. The first success key is setting goals. Having your goal, your own goals, and setting them with a deadline, whether it's a short goal, like this week, this semester, next 5 years, next 15 years, whether your goal is taking a degree in medicine, or being an artist, or being a doctor, whatever is your goal. And as high you set your goals, as successful you become. Because even if you don't reach that very ridiculously high goal, if you just work toward that very high goal, even if you don't achieve it, be sure that you are above all average people, that you will be still at the top. And the second success key is having a dream to chase. And never stop chasing that dream, no matter how long it takes or how old you get. Just make it real. Persistence. Third success key, be passionate of what you are doing. Don't do something that you don't like. Passion is a key of success. If you work with passion, you can achieve miracles. Fourth key of success, be committed to your goals and work. Be consistent. Only commitment can take you towards the end successfully. Fifth key of success, learn from your mistakes. Every mistake is a learning experience that takes you to the right direction.
Sixth key of success is rising up after you fall down. Failure in some project can only make you stronger and help you to rise up more high in your future projects. Failure is part of life. There is no shame of failure. Seventh key of success, be balanced in life. Time management between work and fun. Practice your hobbies, socialize, live your life to the fullest. Eighth key of success, be different. Embrace your uniqueness. Every one of you is smart and strong in a unique form. Be yourself and make yourself unique. Ninth key of success, take care of yourself. Eat well, sleep well, meditate, pray, practice yoga, and be active. Good brain can only exist in good, healthy body. Ninth key of success, be human and humble and kind to others. No matter how big and famous you become, only kindness can make you greater. And last and the most important key of success, seek knowledge in life, as if it's as important as living, as important of your oxygen you breathe or water you drink. Seek knowledge as much as you can. Seek knowledge as much as you can, as long as you live. And from every source you can find, be hungry for knowledge. Because knowledge is the only wealth that will stay with you forever. Nothing can take knowledge from your heart. Nothing. I wish you all the best, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for inspiring us with your thoughtful words. I humbly invite Mr. Ibrahim Subhan, a well-known social activist, to come forward for the felicitation speech. Please, sir.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, honored guests, dear parents, children, good afternoon. Today all are we here to congratulate, to award to the future young scientist. As you all aware that there is a less opportunity and less chance to our children. Today I got a chance to visit Yasmin International School 20th Science Expo. Be honest with you, it was amazing. The children's display and their creativity really is wonderful. So please, teachers, I would like to say only one point. You have to identify, you have to pick it. The students, those. We need the students of our nation. Yes, science is a subject. Children not go to the marks. You know, we don't remember. I don't remember myself to get the marks. I got in mathematics 100 by 100. I don't remember that. I remember that, you know, when I was studying in college, I was elected in Maths Association Secretary. And my friends, you know, they want to invite the Maths Day, the author of the book, the Maths, the Janardhan Pillai. Everybody said that you don't get it. But I went to the Janardhan Pillai sir home and I invited. First, he refused. Then I go back with sad, you know. Then I come back again. Then I said to the teacher, the Janardhan Pillai sir, in your textbook, there is 12 steps to prove the one solution to. I said that, sir, you can make it in the 8 steps, and I tell the formula also. And he is very happy, and he agreed to come to inaugurate the Maths Association Day. You see, so, you know, in your journey, you have to be this type of
creativity, and you have to involve all the activities. You know, the world is changing, and you have to be in a multi-talented. Otherwise, you cannot survive. Children, as our chief guest says that about the renewable energy. You know, I am the field of the energy. In 2020, we need the huge quantity. India, you know that we don't have the energy resources. So it is in your shoulder. You have to use the wind energy, solar energy, wave energy. All these things we have to be. Otherwise, we can't survive. In future, we'll be in dark. 3 things are discussing in the world: energy conservation, water conservation, and waste management. Do you agree with me? So these are the main areas. To focus these areas. I don't want to take much of your time. Children, before to conclude my speech, one thing I want to share with you. You dream high. We are with you to help you to fulfill your dream. And SIF Science India Forum, they are arranging a good. I know Mr. Shaju and Rajendran and Patni, all are there very sincere to give our children the opportunities. Most of the children are now to visit prominent places in India. Am I right or not? Right or not? Yes. So they are doing excellent. I congratulate the SIF, all the things, all the, like he is leading a good in the community. So I conclude my speech. I congratulate all those who are receiving the award. Also, I congratulate the parents who are proud their children to receive the award. Also, I congratulate each and everyone on this who attend here. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless.
Thank you, sir. With great pleasure, let me invite Mrs. Asma Shah, Principal in Charge, International Indian School, Riyadh, Girls Section, to come forward for the felicitation speech. Please, ma'am.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good evening and Assalamu alaikum. Dignitaries on the dais and down the stage. It's my proud privilege and definitely an honor to attend this function. I would also like to thank Mrs. Padmani and the organizers of SIF for calling us. And I cannot leave from here before wishing the children who have won prizes heartiest congratulations to all the students as well as the parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I take the honor to invite Mrs. Meera Rahman, Vice Principal, International Indian School, Riyadh, Boys Section, to come forward for the felicitation speech. Please, ma'am.
Respected Chief Guest, other dignitaries often on this days, dear children, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. Usually we don't attend such functions of various organizations. Me and my colleague Mrs. Asma, we made it today as it is done by, as the invitation came from SIF, because I have seen the enthusiastic approach of Mr. Biju Mullassery and Mrs. Padmani Nair and the other team organizers, the complete SIF team, to conduct the various examinations in various phases and even the mock interviews and the final interview, and our children are really benefited out of it. Many of my students from girls' side and boys' side. They participated in the examination, and I'm proud that my children, our ISR children, became Shastra Prathibhas as well as the toppers of this examination. So, heartiest congratulations to the entire SIF team and Mr. Rahmathullah, the head of the institution of Yasmin, to take up this particular event in the most organized way, conducting examination and finally honoring the children in the most befitting manner. Heartiest congratulations once again, and I thank the members for inviting me and my colleague to this honoring function. Children, you should be passionate, as the chief guest said and Mrs. Raghda said. Success is not that easy, it's a struggle. Be passionate, and your hard work and perseverance will lead to success. May the Almighty Allah bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me take the pleasure of inviting Dr. Mohammed Hanif, Principal, Modern International School, Riyadh, to come forward for the felicitation speech. Please, sir.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Honorable Chief Guest, other dignitaries on the dais, parents, Shastra Pratibha awardees, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very noble occasion where the young talented students are being recognized, honored, and they are promoted for their future, to boost the future of the young generation. This platform organized by Science India Forum is really an excellent platform for our students, especially in Gulf situation. Such platforms are very rare. It needs a lot of hard work and dedication to organize the exams, to identify the talented students, and to recognize and award them. So I really appreciate the initiative taken by SIF and the platform provided by Yasmin for organizing this wonderful event for the benefit of our student community. Congratulations to all the organizers, and we are really blessed to have such a passionate organization in Saudi Arabia for giving opportunities for our children. Our children are not so bad, or they are second to none. They are equally talented, provided their opportunities are given, they will use it up and they will come up. This is what the message we have to be taken from this function. And I am very much pleased and impressed by the motto of SIF, that is Science for Humanity. That's very much important. As Dr. Rahmathullah told, we have sufficient engineers and doctors and professionals in this world. But what is lacking is that factor of humanity. So above all, we need that factor to be seen and to be exhibited by the coming up generation. It is said that in the schools, we all teach our children H2 plus O gives H2O, that is water. And apart from that, there's a science part of it. Apart from that, when it comes to the humanity, we all should add one more thing to that. This water is to be given for the needy and thirsty. When it is added, it comes science plus humanity. In that way, let's approach the curriculum, let's approach the syllabus, and let's all ignite this spark of humanity, because we have sufficient engineers and professionals in this world. But we all know that science, if it is misused, it causes a lot of damage. It does calamities, man-made calamities. So we don't want to go into the negative aspect of the science. Let's use it positively, and let this forum keep that view, keep this message spreading among the student community, that we should use the science positively, and the negative side of the science and the aspect of science should be totally ignored or should not be taken into consideration at all. With this message, I leave this podium, and I once again congratulate all the organizers of SIF, and I congratulate all the winners of today's award. Thank you very much. Hearty congratulations. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Let me take the privilege of inviting Mr. Radhakrishna Pillai, Vice President, Science India Forum, Riyadh Chapter, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
I think it is time to say we started from good afternoon, now it's time to say good evening. We already passed the time limit. Anyway, welcome everyone again on the dais and in the auditorium. And it was a very good motivation speech from all the dignitaries. And I just noted something which I think I should, for example, one more thing. When you said that the radio was invented by an Indian, every aspect has been shown that it was existing in the culture 5,000 years back. But one thing which was not brought up anywhere in a discussion, anywhere I have been to Science Media Forum, other meetings, anything, that the contribution of the Arab world, that's been missing. That, like Ibn Sina, I don't know how many of you or even the Arab world know who was Ibn Sina and what was his role in the field of medicine. Now, then we go back to Al-Jabair. We say that the name algebra was originated from Al-Jabair. And I even don't know, I know that most, even the Arab students might be not knowing this. They might be telling that because basically it was said that the science, it was only two countries, either Greece or India. It never came. And the big contribution as the bees, the honeybees, thus in pollinating, we think that taking pollination for their honey, unfortunately I have to say the humans even steal that. But no, it's right, because we take it as granted. They do all the hard work for their living and we take it for granted. Now, as the bees are pollinating, the culture or the science and technology, the basics, the foundation was taken by the Arab traders. There was a spice route. If you go back to history, you will not find UAE there, you will not find KSA there. But sure, you will find Sharjah, you will find Ras Al Khaimah, which was one of the main ports. And until recently, it was the Indian currency which was dominating in the spice route. So they did a very big pivotal role in bringing the science and technology to the outer world. And then it went to Europe, and they were really smart. They just changed the dress of that and put a European dress, and that this is our child. That's what they did. And we took it for granted. Our children have still been taught of Pythagoras and all other names you find. We see that it's all from either from the Greek or from the European. Now when the first atom bomb, when I say atom bomb, I'm sure you will be thinking of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, right? It was dropped. The father of the atom bomb, when he was asked, what do you say when you saw the big flame? He told, yes, this is new in the modern society. New, first time in the modern society. He did not say this is first time in the world. Because if you go to the ancient Sanskrit textbooks, it was there. It was then that there were bombs, or you say weapons of mass destruction, which are used to destroy everything. And it was proved recently that the Mohenjo-daro Harappan civilization, it was a mystery that how a full civilization, well organized, developed civilization, just vanished on the face of earth. Now they found that the place where it existed was complete of radiation. That means there was a nuclear war or nuclear explosion long before even we thought of it. We still believe the Greeks were smart, but when they were still thinking that the world was flat, what we in our Asian culture, we told everyone, no, the earth is round. And then what happened is they told, no, this guy is insane. This guy is insane. Nobody wants to trust him or believe him. And that's the mistake we did. Now let's come back to this. I really thank for the motivation speech of the development. And the question you asked, will the machines take the human brain? And you are right, they cannot take it. If it would be possible, it would have done long time back. And madam, your keys of success. Now I want to ask your parents, she gave a very good speech on keys on different levels and aspects of the development, improvement, and achievement. Now who is going to be the locksmith for this keys? Do you expect the kids itself can find the key for a right key to open the right door? Is the parents. Then of course you teachers. Is how you get the steel ready and how you grind it, how you shape it, and teach the kid to open the right door at the right time, at the right location. Only then they can develop. So what I asked the parents, like they say, it was imagination of somebody who made the sewing machine possible. Otherwise we'll be still searching the needle in the haystack. Because without imagination, if a kid draws on the wall, let her draw it. It can be rubbed. But when you stop her, you are completely pulling a shutter on her imagination. So once again, I'm not going to stretch it much further, but once again, my humble request is to all the parents that don't stop your kids. It might sound stupid to us, but he might be thinking differently. His angle of view or aspect of a certain thing is not what we imagine. Because we have a perception that this should be like this, but they don't have it. They have animals with 3 legs, boys with 3 hands, and flowers with no leaves. But for us, it's completely absurd that we cannot do it. But for them, a simple example, take 10 kids, put in a room, and give them 1 flower and tell them to draw it, you'll find 11 different flowers. Because one child will rub it and do a new one again. So, I will not take it more. As I said, I'm repeating it the second time. But a request to all the parents, all the students here, because I see them, they are already dull. They should be smiling because we are doing something for the children. We are telling your parents to make sure, spend time with your children. It is said that you don't tell them stories, you read them stories. It could be any book. Maybe it's not fascination for you, but for the children, maybe it is fascinating. So, once again, let the kids, you have to pester your parents with questions, no matter what it is, and the parents should try to answer it. Don't tell them that I have put a frog under a bucket and it became a child. He might ask silly questions, but try to answer it in a way that he will think once he's grown up and he'll find the right answer. With this I conclude, and once again I thank all the parents for motivating the children to take part in this exam, and all the children who had the courage. It's not who became Shastra Pratibha. You know, in a race, everyone cannot be first. Then there is no race. There is no challenge. There is no competition in it. So what I tell again is, no matter where you come, then this is for your kids. Smile, please. This is for you. I'm talking to you. Just smile. Always keep this cheese in your mouth. Smile. Do whatever you want, but within the limit. And have a good day. Now I think we are already out of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Every recognition in our life is a step to reach greater heights. Now let us move forward for the award ceremony. For this, I hand over to Ms. Padmini U. Nair.
Good evening, everybody, once again. We come to the most spectacular part of this evening's program, and that is honoring our Shastra Pratibhas. I would request the volunteers to take over. And who else can honor the Shastra Pratibhas better than Dr. Eesa Bastaki? Sir, I would request you to please honor the Shastra Pratibhas. I think we can start. The first student is, we are giving it school-wise, it is not mark-wise. All the Shastra Pratibhas are graded accordingly, same. But here we begin with Belinda Sharon, Yasmin School, Riyadh. And I want you all to put your hands together. This young lady wants to become a pediatrician and she wants to work in the research field. The next on roll is Ms. Zainab Khan, International Indian School, Riyadh. We had a meeting with the ambassador where we had a chance, the students, interacting with the ambassador, and she had a very noble gesture that is she wants to become a teacher. Next on roll is Ahil Zain Pullat from International Indian Public School, Riyadh. This young man has got something else to say. They asked him what you liked so much in SIF. He says that I want to become one of those. I want to be in one of those pages. So see how the answer was action-packed, you could say. His vision was crystal clear. Wilden Ali Hussain from Delhi Public School. A big hand for him, please. Next on roll, Ashay Kumar, Delhi Public School. Next is Mohammed Jasim K. Jalil. I was really inspired by this young man because when the ambassador asked him, what is your ambition in life? So he says, who knows, I could be on your seat one day. That is what I'm saying. You get the maximum satisfaction interacting with these children. See what is inside them, how they can do, so much they can do. And most of us feel that this place is not a place where we can groom our children. It is how you do it and how you go about it. Next is Irtreza Nidal Khan. A very soft-spoken person who wants to become a doctor and wants to work in rural India. Next is Ramsha Kamar. Actually, this child is from Al Jaloom International School, Abha. They come in this region, so I would request Mr. Jayakrishnan to please come and take the memento on his behalf. Actually, we thank the chief guest for being and spending a valuable time with us. Now we have to honor the toppers. Of course, they have just lost by few marks here and there. So here are the toppers school-wise. And Mr. Pillai, SIF chapter president, will be doing the honors. David Verambal Dawn, 6th grade. Amal Varghese, absent. Okay, Avantika Jayakrishnan. J. Muhammad Muzammil. Rohit Prashant, I would request Mr. Biju to do the honors. Mr. Biju, National President, Mohammed Al-Rahman. Al-Alisa Nijaz. Meghna Anup. And Evelyn Ibichin. Congratulations, team Al Yasmin. Now I hand over the mic to Mr. Pillai.
Now it's time for the International Indian School, Riyadh boys. Now I call Jai Krishnan, National Treasury, Secretary, sorry. First is Shan Mullah. Mirza Yusuf Irfan Ahmad. Ahmad Mafazdeen. Muhammad Kamar. Niranjan Suresh. Emmanuel James. Hadi Ismail. Hamza Javed Khan. Samit Patel. Muhammad Al Amin.
खाली बजने को भूल गए तुम लोग.
Now is the time for ISSR girls, and I request Dr. Raghda, please, to hand over the certificates. Rasha Ashraf. Soumya Ramesh. Bhadra Kombala. Jeevani Jayachandran Nair. Sorry, Sheikha Siri. Navina Merin Unni. Vinny. S. Riza. Shagufi Bano Saeed. Nazish Imtiaz. Thank you very much. Okay, it's International Indian Public School Riyadh now. Malaviga SR. Aishwarya Jay Nair. Seema Shan Isaac. Sharika Santosh. Lin Hamid Kamili. I would like to invite Jai Kishan, National Secretary, on stage. Melvin Roy. Gauri Shankar Nedumbana. So they are twins. Harshida Palaniraj. Arun Tony Thomas. Ellen Mathukutti Varghese. Now I'd like to invite Jyoti, Chapter Secretary. Malin Musafar Motto from Darus Salam International Delhi Public School. Purna Lakshmi Murugan. Sahian Arif. Abdullah Miraj. Abdullah Miraj. Archida Srivastav. Okay, now I'd like to request Dr. Rahmathullah. Erin and Joseph. Erin and Jos. I. Roshni. Nandita Buyan Matthew. Rehan Hussain Jabir Hussain. Now it's for Modern International School Riyadh. I'd like to invite Mrs. Asma Shah to please come on stage to distribute the certificates.
Thank you, Ms. Asma. Here we have Modern International School, Pranav Pola Sadanandan, class 6th. Okay. He has gone on exit, but his certificate will follow. Sana Fatima Ullakani. Asla Yasser. Akmal Harif. Nasira Salwa. Khair Al-Anam. Now next we have Mrs. Meera. Please come on to stage. Iram Nishad. Sayyid Ali Jawad. Is he present? No. So the school representative, please take it. Coordinators, please take it on his behalf. Actually, the whole school, that is Al-Janoob, is from Abha. So what happens? One of our SIF representative will come and collect it on their behalf. Okay. So I would request Pramita to please come and take it on behalf of Al-Janoob school. Okay. Sayyid Ali Jawad, Farhan MD, Salman Khalim, Hassan Mohammed Shahid, and Sumaya Tasneem. Thank you, Mrs. Meera. And now we come to the honoring of the principals who were instrumental in promoting the students to, go forward with the Shastra Pratibha exams. So first, none other than the host school, and I would request our chief guest to please do the honors. You will be honoring the principal, sir. First is the host school, Dr. Rahmathullah. Next is Mrs. Asma Shah. Who doesn't know this integrity and commitment of Mrs. Asma Shah? A name synonymous to IASR Girls Section. A tremendous force to reckon with and a dedicated, enthusiastic administrator who leaves no stone unturned. I can't be without, Next, we have Dr. Khalid Ahmed. I think Santosh will take it on their behalf. Thank you, sir. Now I would request Ibrahim Subhan to do the honors. Mr. Ibrahim Subhan. Mr. Miraj Mohammed. Mr. Miraj Mohammed Khan, DPS Public School. Yes, he will do the honors. In the absence, Mr. Munir will take the... Okay, fine. Thank you, Mr. Subhan. And I would now request Vijayesh to please come on to stage and honor our dynamic principal, Dr. E.M. Mohammed Hanif, Modern International School. Mrs. Meera Rahman. All of us admire, if not envy, and look at Mrs. Meera Rahman, the graceful lady, with awe. The meticulous, efficient, perfectionist, and a constant source of inspiration to the staff and students alike in IISR Boys and Girls section. If smile and calmness can work as a disciplinary weapon, one should borrow that from her. Mrs. Meera, thank you. Now we come to the coordinators who have helped us throughout, and we cannot forget their contribution because they have helped us in and out. Dr. Shiju Shamshuddin, Yasmin International School, and I would request Satishin from Hassa to please do the honors. He is the national coordinator for SIF. A big hand for this young lady. She's so meticulously planned because I have been working with Yasmin, perfectionist to the core. Thank you, Dr. Shiju. Next we have Mr. M. Iqbal, the meticulous planner, a silent worker, and the smile on his face speaks volumes. Thank you, Mr. Iqbal. Next we have Mr. Santosh VP. Mr. Santosh VP. This is the original thing that he is to take. I would request the National Secretary, Mr. Jayakrishnan, to please come on to stage. Mr. Manirul Islam, Delhi Public School. This is what he has really contributed, a very dedicated person towards the science movement. Mr. Muhammad Kalam Akhtar, Delhi Public School. Mrs. Rahina is anywhere around? Ms. Rahina, please come on to stage. Please. Modern International School, Mr. Jamsher KP. Thank you, Mr. Jayakrishnan. Mrs. Haseen Rasool. These are the members of SIF who silently work behind the back. Dr. Hasina, thank you for being with us. And of course, last but not the least, Mrs. Bindu Pradeep, a silent worker who has helped us with most of our academic doubts, has selflessly worked for the examination patterns. Mrs. Bindu Pradeep. Now, the best part is honoring our chief guest, and we have our dynamic president, Dr. Eesa will be honored by our honorable president.
Okay, the Palpini teacher will honor the Dr. Raghda.
How can we forget our dear Ibrahim Subhan sir, the member of Energy Forum. So I would request Hanif sir to do the honors. Please come on to stage. Actually, next is a photo session, and I would request the toppers.
Thank you, ma'am. Today is indeed a day to rejoice and celebrate. The more you celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. So please sit back and enjoy as the students of Yasmin International School are here with a cultural program.
Janana janana tanana tanana tum. Janana janana tanana tanana tum. Janana janana tanana tanana janana janana tanana tanana tum tum. Janana janana tanana tanana tum tum. Janana janana tanana tanana tum. Kita dhumi ko takadhim natr kita tum naach rahe gori taaj tai tai tum tera tum. Kita dhumi ko takadhim natr kita tum naach rahe gori taaj tai tai tum tera tum. Kita dhumi ko Dhim dhim takida takadim dhim takida takadim adatum kita dhumi ko takadim padmanabh tumhari leela kya kaho main savaro taap sankat sharanayo sohamaro tumharo Nita tani tani tadim tadim tirana tadim tadim tirana nita tani tani tadim tadim tirana tani tom tata gata dari tata nagara tanadim galari galari tata gata tara tata gamam tani tata gatam tara dim 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 takatana alari tom 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 takatana tani alari gita dhuni ko takadim natr kita dhuni ko takadim natr kita tum naach rahe gori taari tai tai tum tera tum aari tai tai tum tera tum aari tai tai tum tera tum kita dhuni ko takadim niku takadim niku takadim.
Thank you, friends. It was indeed a marvelous and colorful performance. Now let me invite Mr. J. Krishnan, National Admin Secretary, Finance and Administration, SIF KSA, to propose the vote of thanks. Please, sir.
All the distinguished dignitaries, school principals, science coordinators, parents, school staff, and dear students. Good evening to one and all. I am Jay Krishnan, National Secretary, Administration and Finance, Science India Forum. It is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this very special occasion of Science India Forum Award Ceremony 2017-18. First and foremost, I would like to express our deep sense of gratitude to Dr. Eesa Mohammed Bastaki, President of Dubai University, for having very graciously consented to participate in today's award ceremony. Despite his busy schedule, he agreed to join us with a very short notice. Thank you very much, sir. We are indeed greatly honored by your presence. Let us give him a great note. My sincere gratitude goes to Dr. Raghda Farhan from the Ministry of Health, Saudi Arabia, who have graced this occasion with her presence. Thank you very much, ma'am. So in fact, it was just a matter of a phone call and she agreed to join us, especially since it was for kids. She agreed without any hesitation. Thank you very much, ma'am. My wholehearted gratitude goes to all the school principals, coordinators and science department heads for their sincere and extended support for the activities of Science India Forum. and we are indeed happy and blessed by your presence. Thank you all the principals, coordinators and science coordinators, and especially the school coordinators and the science heads, department heads. I would like to thank Mr. Ibrahim Subhan for offering the felicitation on this important day. Thank you, Ibrahim ji. A special word of thanks to all the parents and young minds from various Indian schools in Riyadh, present here for having taken their time out to be with us today. Thank you all. Science India Forum extends our sincere gratitude to our sponsors who contributed generously for a social cause. I would like to thank Lulu Hypermarket, Friendly Virgin Mobile, Mr. Prasad and Mr. Sunil Kannur from Al-Bibi International, Al-Shams Print Pack, Muskan Beauty Parlor, Shaju Velapan and Company, Mr. Pramod and Apu Rahul for the light and sound arrangements. Thank you one and all. Finally, I would like to place on record my sincere gratitude to the officers and staff of Al-Yasmin School, especially Dr. Rahmathullah, Ms. Rehana and Mr. Sanoj for providing us the venue and along with all logistical and moral support. And these two students who are also from Al-Yasmin School, they have done a wonderful job of comparing all the activity. And without whose help and guidance, this function would not have been a grand success. So thank you one and all, and have a pleasant evening.
I would like to specially thank Dr. Rahmathullah and Yasmin School. So let's all stand up and give them a standing ovation for having given us such a wonderful venue. And the teachers have gone and the supervisors have gone out of the way to help us. We need people like you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for joining us for this wonderful event.